Let's go over that juicy PB&J one more time. So you, so you toast it so that the PB&J is juicy.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I
So
accidentally went live
so
just now.
so it meshes well together.
I was live for like 20 seconds, so it's fine. But he toasts his PB&J because they're juicy. Remember that.
Yeah. I'm sure people would agree with me that toasting a PB&J makes it better.
Yeah, I don't think they would say it makes it juicy though.
Yeah, it makes it juicy.
There's nothing about it should be juicy.
The peanut butter's juicy.
It's not. Why is it juicy? It's like it's not a piece of meat. What juices are coming
Well,
out of this?
I don't know. Whatever the peanut butter I use has the oil in it, so it's like
Right,
it's juicy.
right. We're don't. I don't even know. I'm just sitting here watching Bobo fight this fucking giant. You're talking about juicy PB&Js and shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this
Yep.
isn't a Marvel pod, but we are going to talk about two Marvel things. I want to do the Deadpool Wolverine thing real quick, just so we can get past the Deadpool stuff. Uh, oh, I actually have two facts. The first one is it's the first Marvel movie to, no, it's the number one Marvel movie with the most fucks in it now. With the second being Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which only had one. This and Deadpool Wolverine had 118 fucks.
Not surprising.
That was the first fact. And then the next one is it's about to break a billion, not a million, a billion at the box office. And it's
A
actually the number one
billion.
R-rated movie now at the box office. It just
Billion.
passed Passion of the Christ or whatever it's called.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, that was the number one for a long time, and now this is. And
Times have changed.
now we're going to talk about Hulk 2003 versus the Incredible Hulk from 2008, which is technically an MCU movie. But we're going to talk about Hulk 2003 first. Because, yes, the movie is goofy, but it's a pretty good Hulk film. Thoughts? And this is, if you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is the one where he fights his like dad. I'm pretty sure, and I think it's called the Absorbing Man. He can like absorb shit. So he can absorb rock, he can absorb water, like electricity, all that shit. If he can touch it, he can absorb it. And that's where it's not really a meme. It's really just a meme between us. But when he
Yeah.
yells, and he's like, "I could take your power" or whatever. Then he like wakes up in the water and he's like, take it all." It's that Hulk movie. If you guys don't remember. But also has probably one of the best Hulk sequences when he's at the military base, breaks out, and then fights them for like 20 minutes. And
It
that's
has some
also,
cool moments.
it also has the mirror scene when he gets taken into I guess almost into space, but it takes him really high up on that jet. And then he falls back towards the water. And then he's like, passes out for a second and he's like shaving his face as Bruce Banner. And then he like wipes it, wipes the mirror, and then it's just Hulk behind it, and he smashes through. That shit's so fucking funny. But yeah, it's also the Hulk film where he fights the three Hulk dogs, which I don't know how the dogs became Hulk dogs. I think his dad takes Hulk shit from him somehow. I don't know, but they're his dogs, and then he kills them, the dogs. And I think the
Yeah.
ending is pretty terrible, but other than the him yelling "take it all," the fight wasn't great.
Oh, there's a lot of goofy moments in the movie. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I remember my dad took me to watch it when I was a young lad, and obviously, like at that time, I didn't really like. I mean, it was cool, but it was just goofy as hell. But they did showcase the Hulk being like, you know, when he gets angry, he actually grows.
He gets
And that was
massive
pretty.
in this movie.
Yeah, he gets bigger and shit like that when he gets more angry. So that was pretty cool that they showed that. And
He is really green in that one. It's like
yeah,
lime green, like bright ass
yeah,
green.
he is really green, which I don't mind, but he's just it feels like unnatural green. I don't know.
Unnatural, huh?
Yeah, it looks like like mushed peas green.
Uh-huh. I feel like being the Hulk is already pretty unnatural.
Well, yeah,
But also, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, his dad, I don't know if it's like a just a comic thing, but his dad like beat him, I guess, as a kid. And there's another scene in the movie where he first turns the Hulk for the first time, and I guess his dad works at the place that he also works at, but he guess I don't know if he knew or just didn't know or didn't recognize him or something, but like he like walks up to him as the Hulk, and his dad starts like touching his face, and he gets a flashback of him like getting beaten or something, and then he like it is a goofy ass movie. There's a lot of like comic book framed like where they like cut to like four different frames, but it's all in like the same frame. But it's like they show
yeah,
it as
like
like
a
a comic book page.
yeah.
And there's that blonde dude when he dies, he like shoots the fucking GL thing at him, bounces off, and then he like dies, and he like freeze frames and him getting burned. So the movie kind of fucking sucks actually when I'm thinking about it. It's just old, is all. It's like 21 years old. You gotta come some slack. I don't know the dude. I don't know the actor's name who played that Hulk, but if you haven't seen
Eric
that,
Bana.
that's his name.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
It worked out. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. He's a pretty famous actor, so. But
That's a decent watch, and it's
it,
actually at least the ending is canon into the Incredible Hulk, which is canon as well because they recasted him 3 times, but it's
mm-hmm.
still canon. At least the ending is.
Because from that ending, he goes to the jungle, whatever,
Yeah.
and then the Incredible
Mm,
Hulk. That's where it starts. Is there with
right.
that guy? Forget that actor's name too.
It's Ed Norton.
That guy, yeah, Ed Norton. Um, for sure, at some point he had like a swastika on his head, didn't he? In a different movie.
Yeah. American History X.
American, yes. But yeah, Edward Norton plays the Hulk in this one. It's definitely a less goofy film. Uh, this is when the Abomination comes in at the end, and then you don't see that guy again. Well, no, Abomination's also in what the fuck's that movie called?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah, Shang-Chi, and he's also in She-Hulk. I got a lot of it.
Oh, he is.
I think like 2 episodes. He doesn't.
I haven't seen it.
He
So.
never like does anything as. He's not allowed because he's like he gets like because She Hulk's a lawyer and she becomes his lawyer, and they get him out of prison. But they're like mad that
Why?
he got out of prison because Wong kept taking him out of prison to fight in that thing. So they're like pissed at
Oh,
Wong. But then Wong just
all
leaves.
right.
He's like, "We're actually gonna have to take you," and then he just leaves through his little portal thing. It's like that show is terrible, but and they also changed the way that he looks. Abomination.
Oh, yeah. From Shang-Chi or from Incredible Hulk?
No, the way he looks in Shang Chi is the way he looks like
She-Hulk?
in She Hulk. The way he looks the
Oh, yeah.
Incredible Hulk is been changed.
He has like wings on his head or something like that. Flippers.
Kind of looks like a fish,
I,
yeah.
yeah, it looks weird.
And he's more green
But
now. And he's a little
It makes sense.
pussy. He's a little bitch now. He went from this ruthless killer to being like a fucking pacifist. It's kind of weird. He has like 8 wives or something in She-Hulk. I don't know.
8 wives?
Yeah, he's not allowed to turn into Abomination or they're gonna like arrest him again. Which I don't know how he let it just fuck you up. But
Still
also,
technically.
and that movie, The
Bro.
Incredible Hulk, that one nerd dude kind of looks like you. He gets the Hulk serum like dripped on his head and he starts turning into the fucking big brain fella.
Yeah.
He's one of the villains in the new Captain America movie.
Right.
I think it's
The
called The
leader or
Leader.
some
Yeah, The
shit.
Leader. And
Yeah, we talked about this briefly, I think. It's kind of weird that they have Captain Hulk villains or Hulk characters in the Captain America movie, but apparently the Hulk's supposed to make an appearance too. It's just being hidden. I think somebody spoiled it. Anthony Mackie or something spoiled it in an interview
classic.
that that the Hulk's in the movie in some way.
Red Hulk versus Green Hulk. Maybe we'll see. And The Incredible Hulk's a better
Think-
movie, ladies and gentlemen. The first 2003 one just is. I think the campus fight is probably one of the best moments.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the movie.
That's
He
when
goes crazy in that scene.
he gets like gassed in that fucking hallway, turns into the Hulk, busts out. And they've also changed the way Hulk looks like fucking 100 million times. But what's mainly because he has to look like the actor that's playing him, I guess.
I liked how he looked in the Avengers movie. Probably my favorite.
I think a lot of
He
people
looks
think the Incredible Hulk version is the best one. Yeah, he looks more cartoony though in those ones.
Yeah, he looks a little goofy, but yeah, he does look pretty good in that one. But I like how he looks in the Avengers movie. Now he just looks like a goof.
But that
Here's another
scene,
fun fact
yeah.
that since we're on the campus scene, uh, that dude that he gives the pizza to use the computer is the same teacher from Spider-Man: Homecoming.
He gives a
They
pizza to him.
Yeah, and he's like shaking the pizza at him. They do with the glasses. The nerd looking dude when he's like, I need to use a computer. And he gives him a pizza. Not the old Hulk, but in the other scene, the next scene,
Uh-huh.
he um he has like long hair. He has glasses. That's the
Yeah.
same teacher. That's the same teacher from the Spider-Man movies.
Like the Tom Holland ones.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they confirmed it. Like they were wondering. Well, I think that they confirmed it in the first Spider-Man movie, but yeah, they confirmed that was him. Same person. Just a little no, like doesn't matter fact, but fun fact.
The scene in the Incredible Hulk, and it's the campus fight. That's like the very end of it when that dude walks up to him. He's all juiced up on the fucking whatever the shit that Cap has, the Captain America serum shit. He's all juiced out on
Super
that.
soldier. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
super
super
soldier serum.
He's juiced and he goes out to him. He's like, "Is that all you got?" And then he just fucking kicks him into a tree. That's some good
Yeah,
shit.
that was funny as hell. Pretty much kills him. I mean,
Pretty much. He would have died if he didn't have the serum.
yeah.
Then he got hulked up, and he's a Captain America Hulk basically. That's some cheating bullshit. Even though he loses. I mean, and
Well,
that bitch,
he turns into the Hulk because he steals his blood
because he goes up
at
to the
the
nerd
end.
guy, and then he tells him to give it to him,
Yeah.
and then that's how the one dude becomes the leader because he gets like knocked over, and then his blood drips onto him.
Right in his dome.
But that
He
bitch
starts bubbling.
at the end of the fight, when Hulk is choking him out, that bitch fucking stops him. That he could have killed him.
Should have killed him.
Well, I don't know why we're not killing this guy.
No, he just tried to kill them.
fucking bitch. I'm
Makes no
surprised she's
sense.
never came back as whatever her character's name is, but to talk
I
to
think she's
Bruce.
in Cap. I think she's in Captain America. That's what I think. That's what. I think that's what. Not ruins it, but I think I think she's actually in Captain America, the new one.
Oh, the new one, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure she is.
I hope she's never come back. So, and the going back to the 2003 Hulk, you know the guy that plays Ross and that, I forget his actor's name too. That old ass guy.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of people were saying instead of Harrison Ford, they should have brought that guy back.
yeah. That would have been probably better. I mean, Harrison Ford's up there too.
Oh
Who
yeah,
knows how many? I mean, not that I want him to die, but who knows how many roles he's going to be able to put into these Marvel movies now? Or if he just dies in this one, who knows? That would kind of suck.
but ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, the dude that plays Ross in the MCU movies, that guy, I think he passed away like two. I don't know when it was recently, but that's why Harrison Ford is now the guy, Ross. They didn't just
Yeah,
change
those
it for no reason. But
recast. They recast him.
oh shit, I closed my. I had a fact for why Hulk hasn't gotten a movie. Not
White
really a
Hulk.
fact. No, why he hasn't gotten a movie, a solo film. Bruce Banner has been restricted role in the MCU because of the complicated Hulk movie and character rights. Incredible Hulk was released before Marvel was purchased by Disney, and the film was originally distributed by Universal. While Marvel still has the rights over the character and is technically allowed to make a Hulk solo film, Universal uh, could refuse the project, and any Marvel film with Hulk as a main character would allow Universal to split the box office profit. So they don't want to make another one because they don't want to share the money. That's why there's not a
Tragic.
solo film.
I think it works better. I think it works better with him as a feature, to be honest. I
Like
think I
him,
think it's very
like Ragnarok. That's perfect.
yeah, like
Him by
just a feature in
himself is kind
Ragnarok.
of
It's not much for him to do, really. They just make it weird with the story.
yeah. That's
But I
why.
think him like being a feature in Ragnarok and then like his little cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine was pretty cool. And then like just him being in the Avengers movies and stuff like that. But like Endgame just I don't care for the Smart Hulk. Um we never got the rematch with him and Thanos, so that was kind of tragic. But other than that, I mean, I think it just works better as a feature. If they did, I think if they did a solo movie, it need to be they need somebody to do it right. I don't know who, but
I know there was talks of a. I don't know if it was true, but there was talks of a World War Hulk movie. I guess that's like his planet or something. A bunch of Hulks on it or something.
yeah, I think well,
That's
I know
probably not gonna happen though.
they kind of meshed that story into Ragnarok from what I read. Or I think it was World War Hulk, or maybe it's Planet Hulk. I can't remember. One of those got meshed into Ragnarok, and Hulk became like the
Mm-hmm.
the king around that whatever that fucking I forgot what that place was called.
The Trash
That
Planet. I
planet.
don't know.
Yeah, started with the S. Uh, but yeah, yeah, it
Sakaar.
was that. Yeah, Sakar, one of those.
Sakaar is a
Yeah, he
trash
was.
planet created by the Grandmaster.
There you go. Yeah, he was supposed to be like the king there and stuff like that. So they kind of meshed that story into Doors movie. It's just cool. One of my
Or
favorite movies.
oh yeah, it's probably my top. It's probably my favorite Marvel film from that. From I guess the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Marvel pod. I just wanted to go over those couple things. But yeah. Also, fuck you, Bobo. Now you're listening to this. You streamed for 20 fucking 8 minutes. Why even stream? He
He's done
ended it.
already.
He fought the fire giant a couple times and he ended it. I don't know why you went live, Bobo.
Unbelievable.
Fucking yeah. This fucking kid. But ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go over the Chimichanga Trip 2.0. I know I said Nicholas was gonna be here, but he's fucking not. I'll
That's
ask.
crazy.
We'll get Nicholas on at some point. He will be back. Just not right now. We're gonna go over this fucking trip though, because if we get too long, I'm gonna fucking forget everything. Because I already fucking forgot what we did on the first day until I really fucking thought about it. I knew day 2, day 3, and day 4. Day 4 was me just leaving, but I fucking could not for the life of me remember what we did on the first day for so long. But I do know now. But before we do it, I'm gonna give you. I don't. Maybe I wait till we get to day 2 to give. Like I have Six Flags facts, but maybe I wait to get to day 2 before I do that.
Yeah, day 1 wasn't really much. I mean,
Let me
you
start
got
this. Let me start this.
fine.
My flight was at 6 a.m. I woke up. I think it was like 4 a.m. I woke up, looked at my phone, 4 a.m. But also, I had a text from United Airlines saying, hey, there's a chance your flight will get delayed or canceled. But it's still on time. So I went to the airport. There was a very, very, very massive chance that my flight was going to get. If it was delayed, then that's fine. But canceled was really the problem. Because if that flight get canceled, then it's over. And
Yeah, that would have
we
sucked.
didn't get canceled. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about, that morning it was July 19th. Microsoft released an update or something, and it completely screwed over. It was more than just airports, but the entire airport computer system just stopped pretty much working. Every single like screen in the airport that was controlled by them was just had the blue screen on when Windows crashes. It was just that on every single one.
That's great.
But luckily, there was flights that were getting canceled while I was standing there, and I was like, I'm fucked. There's this one couple standing like near me, and their flight got canceled, and they were so fucking pissed. But I think their flight, everyone on that flight just had to get on the next flight like the next day or something, so they were fine. But my flight didn't get canceled to San Francisco. None of my flights were delayed. That was the thing. I was supposed to leave at 6. I think I got on the plane at like 6:30, and then we were gone by like 6:45. And then I got to San Francisco. I didn't really see anything at San Francisco. I did see the fucking airport is so far away from the Golden Gate Bridge, but I did see the bridge. I was hoping that we'd fly right over Alcatraz because it's just a cool little prison. We didn't. No, there's no clouds or anything blocking anything. We just didn't. And also was in the aisle seat, so I couldn't really see out the window. But it's fine.
You were in the aisle. Damn.
That's where I wanted to be, so I could. As soon as the plane stopped, I could leave. Because if you're in the window, you're fucking waiting for everyone else. So yeah, I got off immediately. San Francisco. But I'll tell you right now, San Francisco people, just California people in general, and you're fucking one of them. Every single one of you motherfuckers is so fucking mean. Everyone just doesn't give a fuck about anybody. If you're in the way, get the fuck out.
I'm not one of those people.
All you motherfuckers are speeding down the road in your vehicles. Everyone just yelling at each other. Everyone has a problem with everyone. There's smog everywhere. It's hot. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
When I got out of the fucking airport, when I got to you, I couldn't breathe because the air was so thick. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, then I got to you. My San Francisco flight was also delayed a little bit. They kept telling me I was going to get there at 1:30, and then it would say it was going to get there at like 12:30, and I think I got there at like 1.
Yeah, it was like one.
But it's fine, ladies and gentlemen, because Nicholas wasn't awake until like fucking 12 that day, or something like that. Like he didn't text me back until like 11 when I was getting on my flight. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he didn't leave for like another like hour or something. I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Unbelievable. Not surprised.
Yeah. Then I got to you, and then we went back to your crib.
Yeah, the new crib.
And then we streamed for a little bit, waiting for Nicholas. Because, like, ladies and gentlemen, we were gonna go to In-N-Out to get a 4x4. If you never had a 4x4, it's just a big ass burger, but it's from In-N-Out. Just think of 4 patties. I shouldn't have not had the onions because they're not like they're just straight onions. They're just white onions. Shouldn't have had it, but it was still fine. But because me and you both got a 4x4. Yours was the, what is it called? The one that's wrapped, protein
Protein
style.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had my normal. He had protein style. We also had, well, the fries. How did we had them light well?
Light well.
Bobo, that shit was ass. They turned into puffy like little chips, or they were just crunchy as hell.
Yeah, they weren't good.
Fuck
I mean,
you, Bobo,
they
for
were
that
too
shit
crunchy.
too.
Too
Like
crunchy.
some of them were literally just air. Like fuck you, Bobo, for saying that shit. But then he's all claiming that he didn't say it, but he fucking did, Bobo. We have fucking pod footage of you saying it. Fuck
It's in the
you.
pod.
So, but yeah, so me and you both got one. And then Nicholas over here got 3 4x4s.
Three four
Three
by
of them.
fours
And then the
and a
fries
shake.
and that shake, the vanilla shake or something. And then this kid downs 3 of these, and then we leave
It
In
was
and Out.
funny as hell.
It was funny as hell. But then we leave In and Out and we go to Dave and Buster's. We used a very
Yes.
eventful day at Dave and Buster's. We made a lot of tickets for not. We weren't even
We
there
made
for
a
that
lot.
long. Because
No, say like an hour.
I think maybe like 45. Then we were in the mall for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we walked around the mall for a bit. But yeah, we won a lot of tickets.
Let's go back to Dave and Buster's because we got our thing. We got the card with the tickets or whatever, the tokens or whatever on it. And then I think I was the first to win 1,000, which is like the
You
maximum on
were.
all of these. We walked over to this one little spin wheel thing. I said, I'm gonna spin this and get 1,000. Spun it. Couldn't figure out how to spin it for a second, but I spun that bitch, hit 1,000 right there. That was the first 1,000 of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, there's more to come. Because Koolme won 1,000 twice. If you don't remember from the last trip, ladies and gentlemen, Koolme won 1,000 that time too on this machine. We didn't win 1,000 on that machine that we did last time, but then we went
No.
over to the Kung Fu Panda machine. I'm gonna skip some of the games because some of them don't matter because we didn't. Then we went over to the
Right,
Kung
right.
Fu Panda machine. Koolme did it first. Pop, pop, pop. If you haven't seen this game, you have to like hit it and then hit the right item and not hit the bomb or whatever. You're ba 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 ba. First round done. Second round comes up. Ba 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 ba. Yep, this one is timed. Hit it, hit it. He wins 1,000.
First time. First time.
And then Nicholas starts doing it. He's choking. He fucks it up twice. He definitely could have, but to be fair, when Nicholas was doing it, he had to do like 30, and then when you did it, it was like 25. So it was kind of some bullshit there. But then there's this machine
Yeah,
over to
yeah.
the right of the Kung Fu Panda machine. You had to hit it, but you couldn't hit it too hard, but you couldn't hit it too light. I did it a couple times. Couldn't do it. What did you do? You walked over and what happened?
I walked over. I just hit it for 1,000 tickets.
First try, ladies and
I did a
gentlemen.
light. First
I,
try light tap.
I did it like 3 times. Couldn't get it. I almost got it like the second try, but I couldn't get it. He walks over first try, he hits it, 1,000 tickets. That is some rigged bullshit. That shit was rigged.
It was rigged. The kid behind me is like,
And
"You
the
were
kids,
locked in."
you were locked in.
I just grabbed the hammer. It's the stupid thing. It's got the cushion on it, but it's supposed to resemble like a hammer or whatever. I just went over, tapped it very lightly, and it hit 1,000 right away.
Yeah, some bullshit.
I wasn't even trying. I was making a joke, and it ended up hitting for 1,000. I was laughing my ass off.
And then this is when we walked over to those ball games. They're on the left, and it was Nicholas buy like two of the same game, but it like took it or something.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't give him the balls, and then I had to go call the guy so they could fix it. And then the guy had like, what did he have, like a
He had
thousand
like 1,000 like
thousand
dollars on the card or something.
yeah, 1,000 credits on his card. Gave him two free games, and then we played those for a little bit, a couple tries. Those are pretty fun. Um,
And
and
then Nicholas
then
got water. I killed that bug under the menu, and then we went to the mall.
yeah, he's talking about me killing a snail, but he's killing a bug.
Well, the snail is different than that little ass.
The snail was an accident. You killed that bug dead.
Yeah, good. Fuck that bug. That bug didn't even know what was happening. He probably didn't feel it. Fuck that guy. He'd be dead by now anyway. I don't feel bad. We did
You
go
don't
into
know
the.
that.
I fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck. Then we did go into the little prize area. I didn't spend any of mine. I actually don't know where that card is anymore. It's probably in your car.
I have it. It's in my wallet.
You
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
it is in the car. Yeah. I have your other one.
I have a bunch of tickets there. We were gonna give them to some kids, but the dude's like they could probably track you back on your card, so we didn't give the cards to anybody. Like Cooley had like 5K. I had like 2K, and Nicholas had like 700. Nicholas didn't win 1,000 at all, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.
No.
He's trash. But we're gonna come back to these arcade games because when we went to Six Flags, Nicholas had a fucking problem. He had a
Yeah. He had, a,
serious issue with some of these machines, gambling
he had,
issues.
a,
So we'll
he had
get to it
an
though.
addiction.
Let's just say his card got locked by the end of the night. But after we started walking around the mall, we went to this we went to Old Navy. We got a shirt for Six Flags because we were repping the same shirt. It was a Darth Vader shirt, just a basic Darth Vader face shirt, and it says Star Wars on it. I'm actually wearing it now. Don't say you are as well. That's some cringe.
No, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt though.
Oh god.
Not that one.
But yeah,
It
we
just
did that.
happened.
Then we went and sat at the food area, which we should have just went there for grub, because they had fucking so many things there. But the In-N-Out was perfect.
Yeah,
Preferred,
Internet was
honestly.
fire.
And
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff in there.
there's like pizza, Chinese, BK, some other stuff on the further side. Then we left. There was also we were walking towards the somewhere. There was a fucking little toy thing in the middle, and that fucking Barbie was just going in circles. It was
Oh
fucked.
yeah.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you
Yeah.
want to watch these vlogs, these are on Koolme's YouTube. If you want to watch them.
Some of the footage is there anyway. Not for the mall, but just the Dave and Buster's, Six Flags, and then the day we went bowling is on there. But
And
I'll
I have a
save that
couple
for
shorts. I have a couple shorts on mine as well. I have a
yeah.
short from actually this next part. We went to a different mall to do the escape room, but these motherfuckers were booked out for so long, and not that they were booked for so long, but we also couldn't get in a game by ourselves because it was
Yeah, that
fully
was
based on
bullshit.
if more people wanted to do it. So fuck them. So we didn't do that. We walked down a little further. We went to interactive game box, and we were gonna we want to break records here at the Badmouth headquarters. So we did Paw Patrol. If you guys don't know what interactive game box is, it's like you put this hat on, and it's just a big. You go into a room, and it's just a big game that's around the entire room. It's like yeah, almost like you're in VR, but you're not wearing a headset. And it's like touch. The wall's like a touch screen and shit.
It's like 40 or something like that.
So we picked Paw Patrol. It's probably the easiest game there. And the highest score as of that point was like 32K. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. 32K was the highest. So we go into this room. We get taken in. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple. I think it's in the vlog of us playing the game. I have a short on my channel of us playing as well. But I think we went a little too crazy because this is a game for little
Yeah,
kids,
we
and
went pretty hard.
we were fucking. By the end of it, I was fucked up. By the end of it, dripping sweat. It was so fucking hot. We were going crazy.
Yeah, we were dripping sweat. I was sore.
I was sore. By everything, but we're hitting chickens. If you don't know what Paw Patrol is, it's a little kid show for little kids, like little children. We're grown men playing this, by the way. But we smashed this score out. We got so many points. The guy said no one will probably ever beat that. We have the world record, at least for that store, probably for life for this game. We had like 118K or something by the end of it, and
Yeah.
remember, ladies and gentlemen, 32K was the highest before. We had 118,000 points. Completely dominated it. We beat every single game. It was more of just being timed. I don't think you could really beat it. You could go as many as you could, but you had an hour to beat all of the games they had, and we did all of them. I think we didn't even. I don't think we were in there for an hour, and we finished the whole thing. But yeah,
Yeah. It was. I don't even think.
I think we were in there for like 45 minutes, and then we finished it. And then at the end of these games as well, they let you film a GIF. And last time me and Koolme did this, we did Squid Game, and we had the that GIF. If you guys want to see these GIFs, they're on Koolme's Twitch. You have to use channel points. But we did a new one with all three of us. If you guys want to see it, go to his Twitch when he's live, so you can actually see it. But
Right.
yeah, go see that. Go see the gifts. We also, if you're part of Kumi's Twitch, you know there's a video on there where I'm tapping his doorbell. We also recreated that, me and Nicholas, with both of us. And the second one, the sequel is better. The sequel is better there. But that was day one. Actually, we did a just chatting stream for like 3 hours. And then that was the end of day one. Did we get grub at the end of the night? After Paw Patrol?
Yeah, I think we got fuck, what did we
Didn't we
get?
go to Walmart too? Was that on day one?
Walmart.
Yeah, we did. That's when me and Nicholas just walked away from you.
Yeah.
We walked over to the electronics. Then we went back to see if you were still there, and then you were just gone.
Why would I still be there? Like,
because that's what we were doing. We were there, and you just fucking kicked on the jets, and we're gone.
I wasn't gonna sit in the aisle waiting for you guys.
We figured you were gonna be like looping through all those aisles, and we went through all of them, and you were gone. And then we went over to the toothpaste. I don't know what we got for grub that day, other than In-N-Out.
I can't remember. I don't think anything.
I don't think so.
Because I know you had PB&J.
Yeah, the juicy PB&J at the end of the night.
And I made Nick one. Yeah, we didn't get anything because we were still full.
Which is perfect because we woke up and went and got the Denny's. But we did the just chatting stream for a little bit, and then that was the end of the first night. And then we had to wake up. We had to wake up early because we wanted to get every second out of Six Flags, which we didn't because we were still late.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time we got there. 12.
It was like 1.
But before we get to the vehicle issues, we went to Denny's, which if you guys listen to the episode 50, you know Koolme hates Denny's. And we went and he actually enjoyed Denny's. That's crazy. Everything
pretty good.
Everything there was
also really hungry.
Was solid. We had a nice Hispanic lady as our waiter.
Yeah, she was real nice. She forgot Nick's food though, the sausage links or whatever.
Yeah, the little
So that's not
sausages.
cool.
She forgot it. So we did beat that bitch up.
Yeah,
He got the
she deserved it.
sausages. But I had chicken fried steak. Nicholas had like strawberry crepes and some other bullshit. You had waffles,
Pancakes.
pancakes with,
They fucked me up
and it
with
was
fruit.
funny. You like looked at the waiter. You're doing like that anime finger fucking thingy, and you're like, "Do you have any sugar-free syrup?" You like looked at her and like fluttered your eyes, like Jesus.
Shut up, bitch.
But they had it, so it's
And it,
fine.
luckily they had it. Yeah. Or else I would have been fucking falling asleep on the road.
That's all
It
we
was it
needed.
was a solid breakfast.
It was good brekkie. But then we were on our way to Six Flags, which is like an hour. It was like an hour and a half away. And this whole time, Koolme's yelling at people through his window. He's yelling, "Erie, Homelander, don't took me wife. No, don't killed me wife and took me bloody son." He was just yelling this at like black people. It was weird. But we
I
yelled at like
wasn't.
one chick and she was black.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She wasn't not even list. She
She
was
was
not even
she
paying
didn't give a
attention.
fuck. She wasn't phased. It's an average California thing. Just people yelling at people. Trust me, it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's all they fucking do. And everyone's speeding, but it's everyone's doing it, so it's fine.
I don't speed.
I didn't see any needles. That's more of an LA thing. No drugs anywhere. That was an LA thing. We didn't go anywhere near
But
LA, I don't think, did we?
no,
No.
I might have smelled weed at Six Flags at one point, but
Oh, we definitely did. Also, speaking, we got the. There's this thing I don't want to forget it, so I'm not going to. But so we're driving, and your car started acting up.
yeah,
So what?
which you
I
didn't
didn't.
do last time.
It didn't. I don't think it was as hot last time either.
No, the car basically was overheating because I was driving a little too, not fast, but I had the AC
Well,
full blast.
you're driving pretty fast though, weren't you? Though, weren't you? Weren't you?
No, not really.
You're a little
I was going
speeder,
about
aren't you?
80. No, I was going about 80.
But wasn't it like you're like all your like liquids were like getting thickened up or something?
Yeah, the
Like the
it was
oil and
like the
stuff was like,
transmission fluid and the oil is like just getting thick
yeah, two
and
C's.
just get yeah real thick, and
Yeah.
then the car just stopped. It kept telling me I need to slow down so it could regain, you know, basically so it could cool down, and I could not. I had to get off the freeway because it would not let me drive past 60. And then it started dropping. I'm like, okay, we gotta stop. And we were just like 20 minutes away from Six Flags. So luckily there was a gas station. Um, we let the car cool off for a bit, and then kind of chilled inside the gas station. I used the restroom. Nick checked the fluids to make sure they were all good. Um,
Which Nick just
debated.
knows how to do everything, by the way. Every it, this
I know how to check the fluid, but he
no,
offered,
no,
so I said
no,
okay.
I'm just saying this. Just Nick just know if you need anything done, this gentleman, just ask him. He just knows how to do it. Apparently, it was
Yeah,
pissing me off.
he fixed my flapper on the toilet, so
He
that was
fixed
cool.
the toilet. He was looking at vehicle fluids. He was looking at the PC coming up on day 3. He was looking at that. He was fucking every fucking thing. He knows how to do it. Guys, if you want to
Yeah,
learn how to fucking just do everything, work at Home Depot.
yeah. Apparently, I just need to take some pointers. He's he knows his stuff.
But the car eventually cooled down enough and it was good to go. We just didn't go as fast and didn't blast the AC for the last 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got to Six Flags and we parked further away than last time. But this, don't
Yeah, the
worry,
whole
ladies and
area was
gentlemen,
different.
it was completely different. They had like fucking roofs over the parking and everything, except where we were, of course. And but it's fine. They had a shuttle bus, this time. I don't know how that wasn't fucking there from the day one, from how big this park is. But
Yeah,
they
we
had
had to
a
walk
shuttle
on the
bus.
other side.
Like, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we were parked on literally past the park. Because from where you park, you can see Scream, which is a roller coaster. You can see Scream. We were past that. That's like a
Right.
20-minute walk. It's far as
No.
fuck. Because you have to walk all the way along the side, and then there's a water park attached to this. So you have to walk all the way past the water park, and then you're to the middle where you enter. And then you're in like the middle left of the park. So yeah, but there's
Yeah,
a shuttle bus.
we
We
were
got
like
shuttled all the way to the front.
It was hot as hell in there.
It was hot, but there's these people at the shuttle bus line that were in front of us, and I don't think you or Nicholas noticed because you probably didn't give a shit, and neither did I. But I noticed that like two of the people that were in front of us, by the end of the night, they got escorted out for like fucking with people.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, I didn't know.
I only
That's
noticed
funny.
because he looked like a piece of shit, and two of them got escorted out.
It wasn't the
wasn't like
kids, was it? The kids have.
Yeah, it was that little chubby kid and then one of his friends.
All right, yeah.
There was
I
like
didn't see them
five
get
people
escorted out.
we walked right past them. I think we were heading to it was towards the DC side of the park, towards when it was getting cooler. It was like the sun was going down. We were getting that way. I think it's when we were heading to Scream. Yeah, they got
Right.
taken out. Which yeah, my Goliath coin is down there. But yeah. I think we did
Deserved.
every single roller coaster, except the ones we couldn't, which was I think only Superman, and we didn't do Thriller or whatever the fuck that white one, or Ninja, which I don't even know where that was.
I don't know either. We
But
did pretty much everything.
everything we didn't do last time we did this time, except the white ones, which I think were also not open last time, but they were open this time, but we didn't do it. But we did the Riddler, awful, awful roller coaster.
Yeah, the ride sucks.
There's no reason you should be standing up. If you didn't stand, it would just be a roller coaster. But the amount of G's just being shoved down your thighs because your legs are being just crushed into the bottom of this fucking train cart of this roller coaster. It's you had a fucking legit thigh workout from this thing. It was fucked. I would say obviously like we'll start from the beginning here. Actually, before we talk about this, let's do my Six Flags facts.
Right.
There's not very many of them. I'm just gonna go over the bold part of the fact, and then we'll just continue. But Six Flags sells over 15,000 funnel cakes every day. Every day, 15,000 every day,
Damn.
and that's obviously Magic Mountain, and then there's the one that's all of them, not just one. We have 15,000 every day. Six Flags has more than 2,000 food stands. That's not a fact. That's part of the same fact. Six Flags has insurance for up to $100 million per accident, but says that might not be enough. I don't think there's any accidents when we were there, but yeah, 100 million per accident. And this is another thing I want to, before I forget, because I will. We were going, I think it's when we were about to get onto Scream. There was this woman in front of us with her friends, and she was very scared to get onto this roller coaster. But I just turned around and I looked at Nicholas and Koolme and I was like, hey, here's the thing about roller coasters. Once you're on, your life is based off if this roller coaster is about to break or not. Because here's the thing, if this breaks, you're fucked.
Yep.
Unless it's just like a malfunction, you get like stuck upside down for a little bit. If this thing goes off the trail, if this fucking thing goes off, every single roller coaster we got on, I was like, this bitch is about to come off the track. Every single one. And I was ready for it. It's like, that's it. But yeah, none of them did. I didn't really think it was gonna happen because why would it just happen now? Because I think they check the roller coasters like every hour. I mean, you would
Yeah,
fucking
they
hope
do
they,
make.
you would hope at least. But yeah, but like if these go off, we're dead. They never did. There was when we went on to Goliath, which was closed last time, which I didn't even notice was even there. But yeah,
It's
Goliath,
kind of hidden.
it is hidden. But then you fucking find it, and there's this big ass fucking rock sign that says Goliath. It's but yeah, we went on to that one. That one kind of fucked me up because one of the turns we took, my eyes started to gray out. I almost that one almost fucked me. Not the massive drop, which if you don't know what Goliath is, it's like the biggest drop, at least at that park. It's not the fastest in the park though. X2 is the fastest though, which we'll get into that because X2 was so much more fucked than last time. It was more fucked than I remember it being.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked.
But before we get into any of the rides, let me get over these facts real quick. So yeah, the 100 mil per accident. It costs at least 300 mil to build a new park. I don't know why they need to, but yeah. Six Flags owns more than 800 rides and 120 roller coasters.
Yeah.
Six Flags buys used rides and coasters to save money. That looking good. If you don't go on the little kiddie rides, that's the ones they buy. The little kiddie rides. So those have the good chance. What was that last roller coaster we did? What was it called? Gold Rush?
Oh, Gold Rusher,
That ride was fucked.
yeah.
That ride is terrible. That is an awful roller coaster. Don't go on Gold Rush. Not because it's like boring, but because it fucks you up. We were on our own cart and I was getting fucked up.
Yeah, I banged my knee on that one.
That's what it was. Because at one of the times it like stopped and like threw you forward, it fucked my back so hard.
Yeah, I fucked my knee up on one of the turns.
It's like
It
it like
smacked.
fuck.
Yeah, it
Fuck.
smacked against the bar, and it hurt bad for a while.
It fucked
No
me up.
bruise, no bruise. But yeah, that ride is fucked.
Six Flags. Oh, this one's about Magic Mountain. This is the one we were at. Six Flags Magic Mountain is the roller coaster capital of the world.
Interesting.
More than 24 million people go to Six Flags each year. I don't know how they're going bankrupt if there's 24 million people. Your fucking ticket is like $50.
More
The
than that.
company more than and that's the thing is not only that, but you're also more than likely you're probably gonna get the all day drink pass or the food pass as well. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we learned when we got up to the parking thing, don't buy the fast track parking. You're going to the same place. Don't buy it. He literally told us that too.
Yeah, because I asked him what the difference was. He's like, it's just you go back. You're basically parking in general parking. Just get there
Faster.
faster.
Instead of waiting like 2 minutes, you're going through like instantly. But you're gonna still be in a fucked spot. And that was all the facts. But
Good
now,
facts.
but now we're getting to what's so we went. The first ride we went on to was the first ride we went on to last time. Was what is it called?
Oh,
Venom
Viper.
Viper. That's what it's called. Which apparently, when I was doing some research on the park, is actually one of the more intense rides. It's like in the top like three in the park, which is weird because no one's fucking ever on it. But I think it's
No one
because
was
it's
on anything.
not really. Yeah, it was pretty quick. I think the longest we waited was for that fucking awful water ride.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
We'll get to that. Don't you worry. The water ride with the BBL bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. We'll get to it, but holy shit. She looked fake. But we went on Viper,
All of
and
her
then
was
I
fake.
think And then from there we got our drinks, and then we went to X2 again. X2 is a good roller coaster. It is. Also, before we go to Viper, gave me an instant headache. I had a headache for like hours after that, and then eventually it went away. But holy fuck, that ride smashes your fucking head, fucking back and forth. Like you're like playing
Yeah,
pong with the
it's
sea.
bad.
It fucks you up.
Yeah, it's bad.
But yeah,
My ears were hurting. My head was hurting. My neck was hurting.
it's but good roller coaster though. But yeah. But it's
It's nice and quick.
I was sitting next to Nicholas for most of the rides, but anytime you sit next to Nick on these roller coasters, he just goes off on why he hates roller coasters. It's like, bro, we're at a roller coaster park. That's the whole fucking point of Six Flags. It's just funny listening to him. Like he was like saying, "I fucking hate roller coasters." It's like, if I ever told you I'm scared of heights, like all these things before we drop, it's so fucking funny. But we went into X2. X2 is, I think, a top 5 roller coaster in the world. Or at least it used to be. I don't know if it is anymore. But it's not as fast as I thought. I guess Nicholas Googled it, obviously. You can't say shit around this guy. But he Googled it. It goes like 75 miles per hour, which is the fastest in the park. And there's only one flamethrower this time. I don't know if you noticed that. That's why it wasn't as hot when the
I didn't
flamethrowers
even
went off.
notice.
I didn't even really notice until we were getting like thrown backwards. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, X2 is a roller coaster that from like 8 years ago that it was built, and but this roller coaster is fucked up because it puts you on you go up backwards, but then it throws you backwards, and then you instantly get launched forward. It's so fucked. Like I didn't
Yeah.
remember that it did that. I thought you get launched backwards and then you like slowly go back. No, you get launched back and then instantly forward. It fucks you up. It's like honestly, X2 is scary. If you're scared of roller coasters, do not go on X2. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily
It's a
scared
scary
of roller
ride.
coaster. I'm not scared of them, but that one definitely it gets you going. It is a pretty
The
scary one.
drop, the drop fucked me. The drop fucks me on all those. But
Oh
that
yeah.
the drop on X2, the drop on X2 is fucking fucked.
Because it throws, because you're going backwards and then you instantly get launched forward. It just fucks you up. That one also throws your head around a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
But
rough ride.
at least you're more strapped in, I feel.
More
But yeah,
stressed. Isn't that the one where your phone almost fell out of your pocket, or is that a different one?
no, it's X2. Yeah, I forgot to zip up my.
Because
I
me and
forgot to.
Koolme both have shorts with zippers on them. I got them specifically for the park. But yeah, your phone almost came out. That shit's funny.
Yeah, because I took the vlog. I took a video before we got on, and then I thought I zipped it up, and then my fucking phone's like falling out through the ride, and I'm trying to put it back in my
Uh,
pocket, and luckily it was smashed against the seat
those
and
seats are tight, yeah.
everything. Yeah, so it was just like halfway falling out the whole time. Just like, oh shit. Luckily, um,
That's funny.
I remembered after that. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, it was fucked.
But yeah, one of the loops, there's two just flamethrowers, which makes no fucking sense. They just kind of blast flame at you, but only one of them went off this time. I guess they're trying to save some money. But I was looking at old footage of that roller coaster. There used to be parking to the left of it, and it's not there anymore. I don't think it's like dirt now. So fuck you, Six Flags, are taking that shit away. Because that's like right there at the entrance. But yeah, it's
That
not there
would've been
anymore.
nice.
I don't think we would have gotten that parking, but it's just not there at all anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, a tip for Six Flags: if you always want a good parking spot, you need to get there like 20 minutes before it opens, or like 30, if you want a good spot. If you don't care, then you're gonna have to take the bus. But
You have to park in Uganda, walk,
the
or
n-
yeah, take the bus.
the walk at night, we'll get to that. But it was interesting. The After Six X2, I don't even know what we did after X2. I think we went to the DC area. Did we go to Batman? I think we walked over to the DC area. Also, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen, it was DC night or something, and I assumed that there would be people dressed up in all these costumes and shit. Which, come to find, they were supposed to. They have in the past, but they just weren't this night. There was supposed to be like a Batman dude and a Superman dude walking around, but they just weren't. But we did get a picture with some cardboard cutouts. Me standing next to the penguin, which he was taller than he was crazy. But
It was the hat.
nah, I don't know. But yeah, none of those dudes were there. There was a DJ. I guess this is actually a perfect time to talk about Nicholas's weird addiction to claw machines. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we walked past. There's claw machines all over the park, but it was just a specific set of claw machines, really, that we walked by like 3 or 4 times. And Nicholas played like 4, I guess, claws every time we walked past it, and then on a couple others throughout the park. I think he played like 11 claw machines throughout the night, and then at some point in the night, his bank's like, no way anyone fucking does this shit. Lock his card. So his card got locked for the rest of the trip. But I think he walked out with like 4 stuffed animals. One of them he bought. Well, I bought it. By the way, don't fucking buy shit from that store in the fucking front, because that shit was $30 for that stuffed animal, and your hat was like 19 or something. Why is that shit cheaper than the stuffed animal? It was like a Hello Kitty shit or some bullshit. But yeah, I don't know what I don't know what the store was called, but it's like right when you walk in.
It's like the Emporium or something, Six Flags Emporium or something like that.
But yeah, we went next to, we did, I guess we can talk about the water ride, because that's where we we were there for a while. But
yeah, then it was as packed as it was. The rides were fucking empty this time. Last time we went on X2, we had to wait like an hour. This time we got on like
X2 we walked to it straight away. Instantly walked in.
Yeah, it was like maybe like a 5-minute wait once we got inside. But yeah, all the rides we pretty much got on right away. It was
Other
crazy.
than the water ride. I think the water ride's the only time we waited for like a lot of time, because even we got into Tatsu, that had a long line, but that was only like 10 minutes. They were cranking people out.
Yeah, they were getting everybody in and out.
The water ride, cool. That took forever, and it wasn't even worth it.
No,
it was short. I thought there was going to be a big drop on this water ride, which we did get on a water ride that had a big drop at the end, which that ride was kind of fucked up because of how you had to sit in that thing, but we'll get to that. That was the last ride we did. But we were standing in line at this water ride. What was that water ride even called? Roaring Rapids?
Roaring Rapids, yeah.
Yeah, we were standing in this line. There's this chick standing in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, this bitch had I don't even... It was unbelievable what I was looking at. She looked like it was massive, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say.
She looked like a sex doll.
She did. And I'm going to say it. She backed into me at one point, and I felt it.
He did. I witnessed it.
Average everyday sex hours, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that.
I witnessed it.
But yeah, we actually got on the ride with them. And we kept yelling. Well, it's because you were being NPC, but we kept yelling. You think we're going to get wet? The whole fucking time, and all of them were staring at us every time we said it. They kept staring. There's those little girls that were sitting next to Nicholas. They kept looking at me and you. And Nick, because we kept yelling, hey, does anyone get wet? Anyone get wet? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I got fucking drenched. I got shit on.
Blocked me.
And,
my shoes got wet.
Oh yeah, by the end of the ride, it's just a fucking river inside this fucking thing, which they don't drain it while you're fucking on the ride. They wait till it's done, cocksuckers. They wait till it's done and you get out. So you have to like fucking parkour out of this fucking thing to get out of it. But yeah, fuck that ride. Then we went into...
It wasn't worth 2-hour wait.
It was like 2 hours. Then we got into... I think it was only 2 hours because it was hot as fuck, so people wanted to get wet. But then we got into Tatsu. This is, I would say, my favorite roller coaster there, at least now. Probably just in general. That ride was
It was fun.
amazing. The way they have you in it though is so fucking funny. You get put into this absolute breedable position. You're on your stomach. They lock your legs and your arms basically. If they wanted to, they could peg you and you couldn't do a fucking thing about it.
Yeah, it was an awkward position.
But it was an amazing ride.
Yeah, it was fun.
The drop though, going face down on that shit, it was fucked. But it was awesome. That is
Yeah, that shit was fucked.
It's a good ride because that ride doesn't fuck you up. You don't get smashed into anything. You're just locked in place, having a good time. And then from Tatsu, I think we went to Scream. That's where we found that girl that was scared of the ride. And then I told them that,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
this breaks. They die. And then from there, we didn't get on
She
Wonder
ended up,
Woman.
they ended up getting on the ride with two other lesbians
Uh huh.
that wanted to go in front of us.
Oh yeah, they asked that they go in front of us because it was three of us, and there was two
Yeah,
seats.
so there's four lesbians on the ride together. That was cool.
Yeah,
Good for them.
yeah, that was weird. And more claw machines. We didn't get on to Wonder Woman, which is the newest ride in that park. We did get on Batman one time. We didn't do it 3 times in a row like last time. But I'll say this: the first Batman we went on fucked me up. I was fucked up for the rest of the night. Kind of. Eventually, it went away. But then we went into that Teen Titan thing where it spins you. That actually fucked me up. I thought I was seconds away from throwing up. I was like, at any moment, I'm gonna throw up. Once it ended,
Yeah, that ride was pretty fucked. I couldn't lift my head. I felt like I was gonna break my legs.
that ride does fuck you up. Just claw machines. We didn't. I don't think we got grub once. We got drinks.
No, we didn't.
We didn't
We
eat
got
at
drinks. We
all
didn't.
because we were
No,
gonna
not
get
until the
churches
end
at
of
the
the
end,
night.
but it closes. We did try to get Kidoba. Well, we didn't really try because we couldn't, but we
It doesn't
were looking.
exist anymore.
It's just not in that area at least. They were all
Yeah,
closed within like 50-mile radius or something. But it's crazy that Chipotle wasn't closed. That's what I'm saying. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas's one complaint with Chipotle is the portion sizes or whatever. The CEO recently came out and said they're actually going to be increasing them.
nice.
So fuck you, Nicholas. It is also pretty expensive, but that's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, then we got on to the last ride we did at the end of the night was I don't even remember what it was called, like some boat shit.
It's
But
like Sea-Doo or jet ski something.
then it was another water ride, but this one actually has drops in it. But the way you sit in this, there's no belts. You just sit in this fucking thing. At and I'm in the middle, which is fucked up because you guys had like backrests. I didn't. I'm fucking holding on to this fucking thing as we're getting lifted up. If I wasn't holding on, I would have smashed right into Nicholas. Because the way he was sitting, his legs were like open, and I could rest on him if I wanted to and be like romantic and shit. But when we were going up, I had to like grip on and like fucking hold because like it was like, oh my god. But but yeah, that ride was good. And then we were like going through the ride and shit. And then we got to the big drop at the end, and there's that dude just sitting there. He's like, nice shirts, and he just launches us down.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you guys are wear matching shirts.
Boom, gone. But that was good. And then we left. But we went to the store. And that's where we got that fucking $30 stuffed animal. And you got the Jamaica hat.
The
Which
Rasta man.
in the hat he's all high and shit, which we're gonna come back to because we eventually did Soar Bird. Not that night, but the next night. But after where did we go after Six Flags? Where did we go?
King Taco.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about fucking King Taco. I don't, I don't know if they had an off night, but fuck them. Those nachos were fucking terrible. I'm gonna say it. That was the worst shit I've ever eaten in my life. And that said the best in LA. We're not even fucking in LA. Unless there's another one in LA.
I think the
Holy
original one's in
shit.
LA.
They should have left it there. Honestly,
I pretty much had to eat his food. I wasn't gonna let it go to waste, so I had we all got nachos. He didn't eat his nachos, so he ate a little bit, and then I just ate the rest of them after I ate mine. I had a quesadilla
yeah.
and a taco.
Honestly, I feel like if I had anything other than the nachos, it would have been fine. Just don't get the nachos. But even Nick was saying I was honestly, it wasn't even the fact that the meat was bad because the meat was fine, really. It was the chips were either stale or soggy.
The chips were stale and soggy because they use the nacho cheese. They don't even use regular shredded cheese, so it's nacho cheese, so it makes the chips soggy.
But yeah, fuck
Which I
that
forgot
place.
about.
Never going there ever again. There's no redemption for them. They fucked it.
I enjoyed it.
Of course you did. Yeah,
It wasn't
then
worth the $50 though.
we did wait for like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, we had to wait for a while, and it wasn't even really that packed. And then some lady cut us off, so we had to wait longer.
Yeah. And then that was the end of day 2. Day 3. All I remember, well, I remember everything we did. I remember, but I remember waking up multiple times to just you yelling downstairs. I think I know what you were trying to do. You're trying to wake both of us up. Because all I remember is you just kept yelling like the fucking Huey thing, or you would just go ah ah ah, like you're just yelling shit. I just was like, what the fuck's this cunt doing?
Yeah, I woke up early on accident, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was just
Yeah, you kept yelling.
yelling the whole time trying to get these guys up, and then they didn't wake up till like freaking 12,
And then we went
like
to,
11.
then we left to get grub and to go bowling and to get this toilet thing. And
Yeah,
we got Kane's chicken, which just chicken. It's just chicken. They're just chicken strips, ladies and gentlemen. It's
it's not
honestly,
good.
I mean, I would get it again, but I don't think it's fucking. I don't think it blew my mind. It's not like, oh my god. No, it was just chicken. It tasted. It was like a lot of pepper on it. I feel like
Yeah, had
the
some pepper on it.
the fries were good. The drinks were good. The bitches walking around in there were also good. But
Yeah,
we went
they
after
were
that.
they were
Yeah,
real nice.
yeah, they were. You had a lot of fun looking at all of them, didn't you? And we went bowling, which I didn't say this beforehand, and I don't know, maybe you don't like bowling either, but I fucking hate bowling. It is the worst shit ever. But
I've only gone once.
but we went bowling at what's it called, Big Al's, and
Big
holy
Al's.
shit, this is the most expensive bowling I've ever done in my life. It was like $80 for an hour or $60 for an hour to
$60 for an
bowl.
hour.
To
Yeah, that's
bowl,
crazy.
ladies and gentlemen. That's all we did was bowl. It was $60. You could have played fucking Black Ops 3 for longer. That shit is $60.
Yeah, it was kind of a waste of money. But that was the
But
only bowling alley I knew that was close by.
it was a good time because I actually shit on both of them. At least game 2 and game 3, obviously. But game 1, I was getting fucked. Eventually, Nicholas was like, why don't you put what are they called? The fucking, little
The
fences?
rails.
Why don't you put those on? And so I was like, sure. No one else did. I thought we were all going to do it. And I looked like a fucking little kid with these fucking rails on. But I kept throwing the ball off the side, or I was trying to like spin the ball, but I was doing it way too much, or I was doing it too hard or something, and then it would just go off into the gutter. So I got shit on first game. I only got like 40 points, which for 10 fucking rounds for one person is pretty bad. But game 2 came around and I looked at him and I said, "Hey, I'm not fucking around anymore." And then I fucking shit on both of you. And then eventually me and Nick teamed up against you to make sure that at least you get last, which is pretty funny. I think you were the first person to get a strike though, which did.
Yeah, and then after that, it just went downhill.
I got a couple strikes. Nicholas did, but eventually I took the rails off because me and Nicholas started beefing a little bit in this bowling alley, and eventually it started going from you getting last to you. I'm gonna shit on this kid. Nicholas is going down, so I took them off, and then as soon as I took them off, got a strike first try. Awesome. The look in his eyes was amazing, of absolute defeat. He was enemy number one. But yeah, then
It was funny because he was trying super hard. And you could tell that he's big on bowling. But yeah,
we were leaving, and you guys were like, "Let's get a picture." And Nick's like, "Hey, go ask them to take a picture." These women couldn't take a picture to save their lives. But then you walked over to them. Then one of them say like, "I don't want to take a picture of you." Or
yeah.
something.
She's like, why would I take a picture of you?
Yeah. Then we took a
Oh
picture in
my
front of this like
God.
Big Al's backdrop. And if you guys want to see these pictures, at least the ones that we're talking about, we can post some of them so you can see them. They're not great. At least that Big Al one. She's like, it was all like crooked and weird and shit. Fucking awful.
Yeah, it was off.
But then from
It's not.
bowling,
It's my Twitch banner.
is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
I'm looking right now. It fucking better be, because it's fucking funny. Let's see.
Well, everything's blocking it, but
Oh yeah, it
you can
is.
see better on
Only
mobile.
thing you can see, at least on my screen, is Nick's face. You're being blocked
Nick's
by
face.
the fucking trailer, and then half of my face is being blocked by the fucking shit coming out of the trailer.
It reminds me of when Monsters Inc. when they do the commercial for Mike and the eye.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
But yeah, from bowling we went to Home Depot to get the toilet piece, and then we went back to the crib. And
These two guys were just done. They were just done with me. They were ready to go home.
well, I was done with your NPC ass, that's for sure.
They were
But no,
just
we
not
actually
talking to me.
we got a bird, not
Yeah,
a
we got a
fucking
bird.
animal. We got a joint. Yeah, it's an indica blueberry joint or something. We sorted that shit after churches, I think. And
Yeah.
but we went back after Home Depot and we built this fucking PC. Oh my god. There was many times where I wanted to jump out the fucking window. Because that fucking case, that fucking PC case was starting to fucking I wanted to fucking jump out the window a couple of times. Just the way that case was fucking built. Everything was so fucked. It was so weird how the case worked. The power supply had it going like fucking all weird. The fucking I put the fucking power supply in, then we put the fucking cooler in, but then I couldn't fucking plug the shit in, so I had to take that out and then take the cooler out and then put that shit in and then fucking. But yeah,
Well, they built the case for. It's supposed to be easier to put the power supply in the front.
I mean, when you figure out how everything goes to be in, then yeah, it's pretty good because there's not a bunch of cables shooting out the back of it. But because the way this case works, ladies and gentlemen, is you plug the power supply in from the case, and then there's another cord that you plug in. The power supplies are like all weird and whatever, but
So you don't have to connect. You don't have to keep reconnecting it.
yeah.
It's like an extension.
But eventually
It's pretty cool.
I finished building it. No one else fucking helped.
I was observing.
You were just standing there recording me the whole time, which where's that footage? You never use that shit.
It's on my phone.
Yeah, it's like fucking 4 hours long, probably. I think we worked on from like 4 fucking p.m. to like fucking 10. Because eventually we finished it. And then we went to turn it on, and this bitch wouldn't fucking. It was like turning on, but then it was turning off. Because the CPU was fucking overheating. That was the only issue, is the CPU was overheating. And I couldn't figure out why the fuck it wasn't overheating. But you took it in, apparently it's because the thing wasn't screwed down enough or because it wasn't like making full contact with the CPU. Which I'll admit, when I was plugging it in, when I was like hooking the shit up, screwing it in, one of them wasn't screwing all the way in. I was like, I don't care enough. So I'll take that. That was an L on me. I knew that it wasn't screwed in all the way, but I figured it would still work because it was still making enough contact to where it should be cooling it. But I think it was part of the CPU was overheating, not the entire thing, just part of it, so it wasn't turning on. But the PC
Oh,
works
the
now.
PC works now, but yeah, when I took it to the guy, the thing wasn't even seated properly. Like he, it just wasn't making contact, and he had to like really, really push it down to get the screws on, to tighten. They were just both not tightening.
Like the
So
actual like cooler
eventually,
shit.
yeah,
Like the
the well
like the ones you were
the
like
yeah like
screwing down so that it'll stay there.
yeah yeah.
That dude's fucking lying. There's no fucking way
I
that's not on
watched
right.
I watched him do it. Some dude in a garage.
Some dude in a you went to a dude in a garage. Did you find him on Craigslist?
I found him on Google.
He just has a
He
business
charged
out of his
40.
garage.
Yeah, he charges. He's pretty smart. He charged $40.
You should have
He's
went to
like,
him from the
they,
beginning.
I should have because
Yeah, you should have.
it would have been. I didn't find him until after, but I was gonna take it to the shop, and they were like, "Oh, it's just $95 just to diagnose it." I'm like, okay. I was like, "Oh, I'll probably take it over there." Then I found that guy, and then he's like, "Yeah, just bring it over here. Charge $40." And then he fixed it. He made sure everything worked. He gave me Windows 10 on it, but it didn't work because for some reason it just wouldn't fire up on this PC.
Windows
It
10
made me
is
put
losing support, like next year or something. So maybe they're
yeah.
not allowing
Well,
more copies to go. I don't know.
I don't know. He was making sure everything was working before I took it off. So he was pretty good. He was smart.
All I'm saying
He's
is I fucking everything other than that being not tightened down enough was fine.
there's a few
Also
screws missing.
missing.
Well, one of the screws was on the case in the front. I couldn't push it. I couldn't push the grill on
Oh
because one
yeah,
of
I
the
definitely
screws
did.
wasn't
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
wasn't matching.
yeah, because I lost one of them, so I used a different one.
Yeah, so the grill wasn't closing, and then that other piece I sent you a picture of, I have no idea where that came from. So
Oh,
it's not even on the
that was like on
PC.
the inside to like hold the power supply. I think.
Oh,
I don't think it's to hold it, but it's like in there to like block cables or something.
oh,
But I mean, it doesn't
well,
matter.
yeah, it's not even in there now.
All I'm saying is Nicholas is all talking about this RGB shit. I had the shit. The RGB was working. You saw it.
It was working.
You saw it on. So I don't know what the fuck Nicholas was going on about because I had it working. If that fucking
I had it
CPU
working too.
cooler, if the CPU cooler was on properly, it would have turned on. And the thing is, that error that stopped the PC from turning on happened like hour one. So it was gone and out of my mind. That wasn't even an option in my head that was the problem. There was at one point I was like, what if we take the cooler thing off and reseat it? We didn't do that. We should have, because then it would have turned on. But then we had the other issue of your drive wasn't booting, and that was one of the things the motherboard didn't like was the drives that we put in. It didn't like that it was trying to boot off it, which it must have worked
Yeah.
eventually, unless he put a different one on.
No, I had a so the the case for because you broke the screw on accident for the
Oh yeah, I remember
M.2.
that. Which I was screwing it and it like broke. I was like, that's not good.
Yeah, so
Which I
that
wasn't
broke.
screwing it hard. It just broke. I don't know what. I wasn't screwing it hard. It just broke. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what M.2 screw is, it's fucking tiny. I don't know how the fuck you get that thing out.
I think you have to like solder it out or something like that. I didn't want to do all that. He told me just to put some tape on it and it'll hold it down for a bit. So I did, but it just kept popping out. And then I remembered he took
Tape?
the case off. Yeah, tape.
That sounds all
He said you
fucked.
yeah,
That would like
it was.
melt.
It's like the masking tape or scotch tape or whatever. I should probably take it off, but
I mean, if it's
so
plugged
it's
in and
on
just
there.
hanging there, it should be fine.
No, well, you remember the case that you took off the other M.2 to fit the graphics card? I put that on the other one that kept popping off because the screws broke. So
Oh, like the heat
that
sink thing?
yeah, that's on to keep it holding it down.
Oh, that's fine then.
So it worked out. But
So the
I tried
screw's
to
still
flip
in there.
the screw's still in there, yeah.
I mean, hey,
I asked him if he could take it out, but he's like, I don't think I can.
did you
He's
go
like,
like, hey,
you have to like,
this dude, ImNexusss, I was sick of my shit and he broke the screw off in here.
yeah. I told him he was ready. He was like sick of me. He's ready to go home, and he just came into town to visit. And yeah, he's sick of it, and he broke the screw off. And then he's like, "So
Not
you're
what
missing some
happened
RG."
for the
He said
fucking
you're
record.
missing some RGB cables because he said the cooler master logo was supposed to light up and the PC supposed to light up. He said I was missing a cable,
There's no
and
fucking
I don't
way.
know what.
You watch me fucking look at that manual over and over. We plugged every port on that fucking RGB thing was being used.
I
That
know.
dude's fucking with me. That dude is fucking with me. Fuck that
Well,
guy,
now the
whoever you
thing won't
take
even
to.
the lights won't even come on now, so it doesn't even matter. Whenever I tried to switch the lights, I had the RGB working, but then the PC was shutting off. So I put everything back. Some with the RGB cables were wrong or something, and it just kept shutting off. So I just gave up. The only thing that lights up is like the what is it? The ROG logo thing.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we finished the PC eventually. Well, we didn't fully finish it. We went to Church's Chicken, which weird experience because we got in there. That dude was fucking terrible, by the way. The food
He
was
was just
fine,
ready.
but
He was ready to go home.
he kept like taking an order, but then he would like walk away. And then he would come back. He took one of ours, and then he would walk away. But then he like walked away for a lot longer, and then he like didn't come back for Nicholas at one point. But then you're like, no, me and him are together. But
Well, I
like,
wanted to pay for all of us. He paid. He charged you first, and I'm like, and then he, then it turned into that. Yeah.
but he like kept walking away, and then he like locked us in. I don't know, like, well, just so more people wouldn't come in. But a bunch of there's that one dude that like stood at the door, just straight like fucking T posing for like 5 minutes. Then he eventually told them, no, go into the drive-through.
Yeah, apparently we got there as the dining was closing. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. I thought that everything closed at 10. Um, the food was okay. I mean, this,
It was
I
all right. I
enjoyed
mean,
Cane's better. The chicken sandwich was good. I mean, but
it's just chicken.
and then Nick started eating my fries. Assuming
Oh,
those
that
are
was so,
his.
so fun. You're like, those are my fries, motherfucker. That was so. That was so funny the way you looked at him, like those are my fries, motherfucker. Then he started getting like pissed and just have the fries then. But then he like looked into his thing. He's like, oh, my fries are right here. Like this
Yeah,
fucking kid. It was so fucking
unbelievable.
funny. But the way you said that, you just looked at him. Those are those are my fries, motherfucker. That was so fucking funny. Uh, but yeah, I'm surprised we didn't lose any items from that guy because he was so fucking weird. But yeah,
Yeah, it was just awful.
it was a weird experience. If you're gonna go there, ladies and gentlemen, go during the day, not at night, because we got locked in and he kept walking away. But
Or go to the drive-through.
I'll go through the drive-through, yeah. But then we got the chicken. We ate the chicken. We went back to look at the PC. Nicholas went back to the PC, looked at it for a little bit, and then we pulled out the bird, the blueberry joint. We you pulled out a fucking like a campfire lighter, which is hilarious. Just this massive fucking lighter. It's one of those lighters, that has the long like tube. It's kind of like for lighting a barbecue. And yeah. Then we were hitting this shit. I got fucked up, so eventually I stopped. It was funny because I was sitting in that chair, like right next to your like fucking shelf thing that has all that stuff on it. I was just at one point for like 5 minutes. I was just staring at you smoking this thing. It was so funny. I was so gone. But it's funny. You just kept like
No.
hitting the shit out of it. I think you finished it.
Yeah, I finished it.
Because in my head, you were gonna hit it a couple of times, and then we would, you know, put it to the side and then come back. No, you were fucking hitting the fuck out of this thing.
You were just gone. I figured you were done.
I was. When I left, I was done. And then I just kept seeing you like light it. Every like once in a while, you would relight it, and you're just going to town on this fucking thing. You're out there for like 30 minutes, and as I was staring at Nicholas, just looking at the same thing over and over again in this PC. But yeah.
Yeah, that shit
then-
took me forever to finish, and I was just fucking fucked up.
I was fine. You took a picture of me when I was like asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep in that chair.
That's gonna be my new profile picture.
I have two of them, but I sent you that. I sent you that.
I think I dozed off a couple of times. I think that time was the longest.
It's the other one where you were just freaking gone. You were just like
I was
your head was
fucking
dipped
fried.
into the. Yeah, you were just done.
By the end of, I think by the time that night ended, it was like 1 a.m. Because we also took the picture.
Yeah.
We took a couple of them. Other than that, and then Bones was in one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was funny.
Walked over, just wanted to be in it. But yeah, then the night ended there. That one. And then maybe it was like 12 the night ended because I remember I woke up at like 3:30 or something. But because there's the thing, I woke up
We
at
went
like
a bit late.
it was like 12 or 1, and I had to get up at like 3:30 to get to my next flight, which was so fucked. But I woke because I woke, my alarm went off. I was like, this motherfucker's not awake yet. I was probably like, because then I went into the restroom to like brush my teeth or whatever. And I was like, if this motherfucker's not awake in like 5 minutes, I'm going in the room. I'm about to fucking bash this fucking door open and shake this motherfucker. But then your alarm went off when I was in the restroom.
I
Yeah,
was
then-
gone. I was freaking so fucking high. I don't even know how I got up. I don't even know how I drove you there.
Well, when we got there, and then and the line got on my planes. All the computers are working by that point in the airports.
You didn't even want to give me a hug.
No, I dapped you up.
Barely.
But yeah, I left, and that was it. Except this time I went from your airport to Denver, which massive fucking airport, and they had a Qdoba in there, but I didn't get any food because I don't want to have to use the restroom when I'm on a plane.
That would suck.
Because I did on that flight, the Denver to my airport, I did. They are tiny. Like, tiny. Like, think of a porta potty and shrink that even more.
That's fucked. How do you even move?
You don't. I took a shit on that flight. It was amazing. I was in there for like 20 minutes. It's like cool in there and shit. Well, the whole plane's pretty cool because everyone has their own fan aiming at them, but
Was someone waiting for you outside, just waiting to smell your shit?
it wasn't stinky. But no one was. Then there's also there's two restrooms. There's the one in the back, and then there's the one that's in the first class area, which you can use either one. First class, by the way, don't get first class seat. It's just a big seat. That's all it is. Even though sitting on an airplane is fucking awful. It is uncomfortable as hell. No matter where
Don't
you
you gotta,
are.
like, lay down in first class?
On certain flights, not that kind of flight.
Oh.
Those flights were like an hour and a half long, hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, my second flight, one from Denver to here, was like 2.5. Awful.
Right.
But yeah. The Denver airport had a lot of shit. The Mickey D's was packed. Just you can't get Mickey D's anywhere else apparently. But yeah, I got back and that was it. That was the whole thing.
I think it was better organized than the first time.
The only bad thing that happened was King Taco. Like if we did anywhere else that night, it would have been a perfect trip.
Almost. Nick was pissing me off.
Why?
Just he was on the third night. The third day he was pissing me off. I was talking to you, but he kept butting in when I wasn't even talking to him. Then he's like, if he doesn't want to talk to you, he doesn't have to. I'm like, I wasn't talking to you, first of all. I was talking to him. He's like, I'm talking to you.
Anyway,
That was it.
more beef. You guys have been
I have no
beefing.
quarrel. I have no quarrel with him. He's the one being a child.
But
I'm here.
we're gonna figure this out. Nicholas will be back. But
Yeah.
that was Chimichanga Trip 2.0, the recap with your Six Flags facts. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise next episode we will not talk about Marvel stuff. Unless something big happens, and then we probably will. But as of right now, in this moment, we will not talk about Marvel again for 3 episodes in a row.
Right. Yeah.
But this was the Chimichanga 2.0 recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a very, very long. This might be the longest episode we've done. About an hour and 36 minutes in. Very
It's like a
long.
Boston episode.
I'm glad you said that. I listened to the beginning part. I didn't listen to the whole thing. That's like 2 hours of a bunch of fucking stuff. It's so long. But I listened to the part where you talk about fucking the pod. I have to go on now to give the pod some fucking respect.
What do you mean?
I can't fucking believe the shit you were saying.
I said we're edgy. We're fun.
Can't believe this
I
shit.
like to make people laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.